Okay, now the third and final domain is the Eureka domain, which, remember, includes 4 different kingdoms: protist, fungi, plant, and animal. And remember, we're just going to focus on these two, but these are also included in the Eureka domain. Now, with bacteria and archaea, they were prokaryotes, meaning they had no nucleus. Eureka, on the other hand, is a little different. Organisms that have a nucleus are called eukaryotes. Meaning they have a nucleus. And that was kind of the separating junction between the 3 different domains. Okay? If you want to review pages 8 and 9, again, that kind of goes a little bit deeper into protists and fungi. Now let's look a little deeper into the protist kingdom. There are 3 main categories within the protist kingdom. The first one are called animal-like protists. Animal-like protists are also called protozoa. And protozoa are what's called unicellular, which means they have 1 cell. Sorry about that. They have 1 cell. Okay. An example of a protozoa is an amoeba. We saw pictures of these guys in class. Another one would be a paramecium, which we will be looking at under the scope here within the next couple of weeks. But amoeba move by what's called a pseudopod. And that just basically means a false foot. Like I said in class, it's also known as stomach foot as well, because they're kind of moving on what looks like their stomach. The second type of protist category are plant-like protists. Plant-like protists can be both unicellular and multicellular. So they can be both. They can have 1 cell or they can have more than 1 cell. Some examples of unicellular plant-like protists are diatoms. Remember, these were the guys that we looked at on the internet. They kind of look like snowflakes. And dinoflagellates, which are also called plankton. And these guys just have, they're unicellular, they just have 1 cell. And examples of multicellular protists, meaning they have more than 1 cell, are algae. Algae can come in 3 different types. There's brown, red, and green. The third type of protist category are fungus-like protists, and these are heterotrophs or decomposers. Okay, and these can be both unicellular, meaning they can only have 1 cell, or they can be multicellular as well. Some examples of these decomposers are things like water mold, slime mold, and downy mildew.